yeah, not that I noticed it yesterday, but I thought about it yesterday. Sometimes I open up the phones, 1-888, say ESPN. I'll ask a question. You give me what you perceive to be the answer. Anybody notice what the NBA is doing? A lot of the teams now are wearing T-shirts. They're tight shirts. Now, those have been around in basketball. A local high school team when I grew up 20 years ago wore those, so it's not the first time they've had them. But the NBA is going to T-shirts, increasingly testing T-shirts. Anybody wonder why? Anybody have a theory on why they're doing that? See if you can get a call on that.
Hide the tattoos,
or my theories for
soak up the sweat.
NBA going to T-shirts. Why would that be? It's mostly guys. But Tim's opinion is, and I think maybe that's part of it. Let's see. Let's see another one here. Okay, Chris, go ahead. Why T-shirts instead of tank tops? Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Colin from out here in Vegas. You know, it seems to me that a T-shirt has a lot more real estate on it for advertising than a normal jersey would.
Okay, but they don't advertise currently in the NBA on the jerseys, so that's a good try. Let's see. Let's go to this one. Chris, why would the NBA move into T-shirt territory? Chris, go ahead.
I think guys are more likely to wear a T-shirt than a tank top.
Well, players don't like it, though. Yes, that is the case, but the NBA's been selling basically tank tops for 80 years. Why in the last year have they gone to T-shirts? How about Jason? Jason, what is your answer?
It seems like to me that they may be trying to get more coverage, maybe covering up tattoos to maybe make the NBA image look a little better.
Oh, that is interesting. Covering up tattoos. Increasingly, players with neck and shoulder tattoos. There's your answer.
No way. The OMSR got it right.
The NBA's
I did not scan ahead for this.
T-shirts because of sales to women. Yeah, ever go to a nightclub? Yeah, all the hot chicks are wearing NBA jerseys. Well, the advertising. No advertising on NBA jerseys. You know why they're going to T-shirts? Cover up the shoulders, cover up the tats. You think, really? By the way, dress code. Remember that dress code? Why did they do that? You know, because David Stern was didn't like and you kept searching for the answer. Why did they do it? Because they wanted their players to go out on press conferences to the corporate audience that runs the league and not look like they just rolled out of bed. Suddenly the NBA's going T-shirts. Just 80 years tank tops. Suddenly now they're going T-shirts. Oh, come on. Am I cynical?
No. Well, here's the question. Who started all that? You look at Allen Iverson, was it Georgetown?
Pen in here.
Not a tattoo to be found.
By the way, all my audience, you got to love them. 90 emails. All tat emails. They're calling it the great tat concealer. I've trained my audience. I watched did you guys watch the Oscars last night? I watched about an hour and a half, but I got to tell you something. It's so self-absorbed. And I know it's Hollywood, you know. But it's Ellen was okay. I think she's really talented. I don't think anybody does well. Her shticks were okay. The selfie picture I thought was great. The pizza stuff was tedious. A lot of it was tedious. I just find, like, why do they put Matthew McConaughey, who's a star, up with Kim Novak, who I couldn't understand a word she was saying? She got smoked on Twitter. It's a lot of independent film stuff, and, like, I like documentaries, but let's be honest. Nobody wants to sit through that stuff. You could shorten that show by 2 hours. Best actor, best actress, best supporting, best score, best film, best documentary. You know, I don't need to, you know, you don't have to show all those awards and just standing ovations for each other. It's like beyond self-serving. I just found there were a couple segments there last night where I'm like, this is just unwatchable. It's supposed to be Hollywood. It's like the Super Bowl of Hollywood. Nobody turns off the Super Bowl. Like, I think half the people who watch the Oscars just turn it off. It just takes forever. Half the people up there, it just... Listen, you're all making a lot of money, and you're all big stars. We don't care, except for like 12 of you. Marty Scorsese, I want to see him. I want to see the top actresses, top actors. You know, give me the best doc, the best screenplay. You know, I just, so much of it. Give me 10 to 12 awards, Seacrest out, bye. And by the way, why do you always have to hire like a comedian to run that? Can't you just somebody that's, why not put an actor up there? Why not a revolving set of actors hosting? Like you give that actor a set, and that actor a set, and that actor a set. I don't know. The whole McConaughey with Kim Novak, he's like rubbing her back. First of all, she looked like a cat, and it was like he was petting it. It's like she was like nervous, and he was like petting, he was like hugging her, like so she could get through the whole thing. Yeah, it's just unwatchable, brutal. And I like Ellen too. I really do. I'm a huge Ellen fan. You know, here's the thing. So many great people like Ellen and Letterman have struggled on that show. Isn't it pretty obvious? If the best comedians in the country can't pull that puppy off, what does it tell you?
It's too long.
The show's flawed. I mean, when Letterman doesn't bomb at anything, Ellen doesn't bomb at anything. She's been good at everything. When that show takes the funniest, smartest people in the business, and it's just wince-inducing. And that's with the best people. So that tells you the show's messed up. Gravity was the big winner. I didn't see it, but it was atrocious. It was the big winner. All I cared about, Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club, that guy can act. You got to go see that movie. And by the way, it is not an easy movie to stomach. It's not very consumable. It's the least consumable great movie I've ever seen. You got to be in the mood. Take some antidepressants before you go. It's like 2 hours of depressing. But McConaughey is just incredible in that flick. He's like parts hubris, parts vulnerable. Oh, so good in it. My wife couldn't take it. Like 40 minutes in, she goes, I can't watch him like this. This is not how I want to remember him. I can't watch him. I'm like, go to bed. I am watching Matthew McConaughey. Guy is amazing.